So, welcome back student. As per our discussion, again we will discuss amino acid. Our topic of discussion was protein, and in continuation with that, amino acid or alpha amino acid. Okay. So, as we know, general structure of alpha amino acid OH. Okay. Now, this is simple general structure: carboxyl group, amino group, and side chain. This R is called side chain. Side chain. Okay. So, depending upon this R may be hydrogen, may be methyl group, isopropyl group, and depend. So, depending upon this R, there are around 30 amino acid, alpha amino acid have been identified. Out of 30, 20 are more common, found in many proteins. Okay. So, in this world, whatever protein is present, all this protein on hydrolysis gives 30 amino acid. Till reported, 30 alpha amino acid have been identified from protein. Okay. Now, see, this alpha amino acid is crystalline. It is crystalline compound and water soluble. Okay. Water soluble crystalline compound means solid. Now, if we dissolve this protein in water, means if we prepare its aqueous solution, if we dissolve this protein in water, or if we prepare in water, then what happen? As we know, it is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid will going to give H plus. Okay, acid means H plus donor, and again it contains amino group, and amino group is basic in nature. Amino group gives or impart basic property. Carboxyl group gives acidic property. Okay, and if we dissolve this amino acid in water, or if we prepare its aqueous solution, then one hydrogen atom will release from this group. Okay, see what happen. One hydrogen atom will going to release because it is acid. At the same time, this amino group will going to accept that hydrogen and produce ammonium ion. Okay. So, if we dissolve this amino acid in water, then what happen? Carboxyl group will going to release hydrogen H plus, and that hydrogen atom will going to gain by amino group, because amino acid contain acidic as well as basic group in the same molecule. That is why. And for this type of ions, what is the property of this ion? This ion contain both the charges, negative charges as well as positive charges in the same molecule. Therefore, this molecule is called Zwitter ion. Zwitter ion. Why it is called a Zwitter ion? Zwitter ion means positive and negative charges present in the same ion. That is called Zwitter ion. So, this is one of the property of amino acid or alpha amino acid. Now, this alpha amino acid have been classified into various types. Okay, see, this alpha amino acid have been classified into 3 types. One is acidic, first neutral amino acid, acidic amino acid, and third basic amino acid. What is the meaning of neutral? See, for example, glycine. NH2CH. Here R is H, COOH. Here in this example, number of carboxyl group and number of amino group are same. See, number of acidic group is 1, number of basic group is 1. Therefore, in this glycine, number of acidic group is equal to number of basic group. Such amino acid is known as neutral amino acid. Neutral. Glycine is one of the example. Glycine, alanine, leucine, and so on. So these are neutral amino acid because this amino acid contains equal number of acidic group and basic group in the molecule. So this is neutral. Okay. Now come to acidic amino acid. See, aspartic acid or glutamic acid, both are alpha amino acid. See, alpha carbon having amino group, carboxyl group means alpha amino acid, and this R, this R contain carboxyl group, side chain contain carboxyl group, and observe this molecule, number of carboxyl group are greater than number of amino group. Okay, right? Amino group is 1 but carboxyl group are 2. Number of carboxyl group means acidic group are greater than the number of basic group in the amino acid. Such amino acid are known as acidic amino acid. If amino acid contain more number of carboxyl group than amino group, such carboxylic acid are known as acidic amino acid. Okay. So that is acidic amino acid. For example, aspartic acid and glutamic acid, these two are the acidic alpha amino acid. Remember, glycine, alanine, leucine, isoleucine, phenylalanine, these are neutral amino acid. Aspartic acid, glutamic acid and many more are acidic amino acid. And see, basic amino acid, basic amino acid, basic. So as per this definition, if amino acid contain, for example, this is the general structure, this is R group, here if we put NH2 group and this is R. Okay, if this R contain amino group, for example, any example, see this, number of carboxyl group 1, number of amino group 1 and 2. Okay, so therefore this is amino group, this is carboxyl group. So number of amino group are greater than number of carboxyl group. Therefore such amino acid are known as basic amino acid. Basic because they are basic in nature. Why neutral? Because they are neutral in nature, means pH 7. Here acidic in nature and here basic in nature. So because extra amino group, that will impart basic property, extra carboxyl group impart acidic property, equal acidic basic groups, no acidic, no basic, that is neutral. So this is the simple way to classify alpha amino acid: neutral, acidic and basic. There is one more way to classify amino acid, alpha amino acid, that is essential. Essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. What is the meaning of essential amino acid? So essential amino acid means what? Those amino acid which are not going to produce in our body. Those amino acid which are not going to synthesized or secrete or produce in our body. Then what we have to do? We have to take it from outside in the form of diet. From that diet we will get the amino acid, that is called essential. Our body is not able to produce this amino acid, we have to take from food. Okay, we will consume food and food will provide amino acid, that is called essential amino acid. Okay, non-essential means such amino acid which are produced by our body. Okay, our body is able to produce, synthesize in our body, and then we will use. Okay, no need to produce, get from outside in the form of diet. That is called non-essential. Essential means we have to supply it through diet. Here our body is able to produce. Okay, so essential and non-essential. Okay, so this is one of the type of classification of amino acid. And one more, see here, this is the general structure. Okay, we know this is alpha amino acid. Okay, just observe this structure. Is there any chiral carbon atom? I will write like this. Asymmetric carbon atom is present in amino acid or not? Alpha. Is there any asymmetric or chiral carbon atom or chiral carbon atom present here? Yes. This carbon, see this. This carbon is asymmetric carbon atom. Why? Because 4 different groups are attached. Amino, this R, where if R is not equal to H. Okay, if R is not equal to H, then carboxyl and hydrogen. Okay, 4 different group are attached to it, therefore it is a symmetric carbon atom. Okay, and therefore we can write, we will have 2 form. I can write like this, see, carboxyl group R H NH2. Okay, or its mirror image. This, see, in this structure amino group present on right side. In Fischer projection formula, if amino group present on right side, then it is called D amino acid. D, capital D, just like D and L nomenclature. Okay, in case of carbohydrate, D sugar, L sugar. Similarly, in sugar, here it was OH group. Now in case of amino acid, instead of OH group we have to consider amino group NH2. Okay, if this OH NH2 group is on right side, then capital D, and if it is on left side, then capital L amino acid. So D stand for NH2 group at chiral carbon atom on right side, last chiral carbon atom. Remember, here is only one, first and last is same. Okay, so this NH2 group on right side capital D, left side capital L. Okay, so this is the complete classification of alpha amino acid. Okay, so we have around 20-21 example is given in your textbook. Write all these amino acid, alpha amino acid, and all these alpha amino acid are differ in only nature of R. Okay, just for example, and they are represented. See, first example, glycine. GL, glycine, here R means side chain is hydrogen and its structure is this, okay, H, here H, COOH, okay. It is not asymmetric because HH, so glycine is not asymmetric, remember, okay, and it is represented by GLY, short form, abbreviation. Glycine is abbreviated as GLY. GLY stand for glycine, is the simplest alpha amino acid in which side chain is hydrogen R, okay. Second example, alanine. Here R is methyl group, methyl, put methyl group in place of R, like this. This is alanine. Alanine side chain is methyl group and it is represented by ALA. ALA. Abbreviation is ALA. GLY means glycine. ALA stand for alanine. Leucine, one more. LEU. Abbreviation, I think NH2 CH COOH and here R, I will write here, R is CH2 CH2, just a minute, CH2 CH, here methyl group. This is R, NH2 CH H and this is R, side chain is this, okay. So this is leucine, LEU, and one more, valine. Valine is represented by VAL. Isoleucine, isoleucine, ILE, isoleucine, this methyl group presented here, okay. This is side chain and if we replace this methyl group, attach here NH2, then it is isoleucine and so on. Glutamic acid, aspartic acid, okay, like this, tyrosine. So all these are the different alpha amino acid and all are differ only in the nature of R side chain, okay. So student, try to write all these example serially, write their structure, remember its abbreviation, structure, nature of side chain, they are very important, okay, and again classification of alpha amino acid, okay. So thank you very much.